Very popular in Mexican restaurants. Usually when we are in Mexico and when I comment about Mexico, I like to talk a little bit about everything. Not only the positive, not only the good. I like to talk a little bit about everything. I'm not from the Chamber of Commerce, so I'm not trying to convince you to come to visit, to live in Mexico. Though every day we have more and more Canadians and Americans moving to Mexico. We have big cities like Ajijic, like the Lake of Chapala. In Guadalajara, large population there, large community. We have San Miguel de Allende, which is one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico. One of the most beautiful small colonial cities, and now it's mainly Americans and Canadians living there. Mérida, in the Yucatan, is also becoming that. Why? Because you can make more with your dollars in Mexico. So if you go to the supermarket, you will see the prices for food, as you will see in Walmart today. The prices for eggs, for milk, for bread, they're about the same as in the States. So food is expensive in Mexico. You know, when you go to a supermarket like Walmart, that we have a few supermarkets. But then for people of lower incomes, they don't go to Walmart, they go to the city markets. That's where they buy their fruits, their vegetables, meats, cheese. That they bought at the supermarket, at the local market, which will be like a fresh, like a farmers market. Education, yeah. You know, the education is mandatory, is free. But the government builds schools and they provide the benches, the teachers, the blackboards, the textbooks. On the weekends, you will see people coming, walking from the city to this place. They walk from the city, for about 6 miles. They walk, they are penance, they are paying from favors received from the Virgin. Especially when you have a health problem, you ask for help. You get the favor, and then in return you will walk to pay for your favor, to be grateful. You do the pilgrimage from the city to this shrine. And that's always on Saturday morning, Sunday morning. You'll see all these people walking. Then also some people park on the side of the road with water, with coffee, with food to be provided for these pilgrims. We're now approaching the city of Hermosillo, city of about 900,000 people, capital of this state. Industry, cattle ranching and farming and mining, the most important economic activities of this region. The most important company is Ford. They assemble cars here in Hermosillo, and also a number of satellite companies working for Ford. square here to the left. The main square in the church that is now going, it has some repair works. Okay, so this is a good place to try a group picture. That will be the crossing at Nogales. Sport events betting. Then you have the cards, and the first one to get all the characters in your card is the winner. That is called the Loteria. Mexican Loteria. Actually, it's a game from Italy. The lottery that we play in Mexico. It was introduced to Mexico by a French. Nowadays it is a big game in family. It's like, well, we also play something similar to Monopoly. But in Mexico it's called the tourist. But it's similar to Monopoly. But when we play lottery, we play Loteria, we play like, we bet like 1 peso. Everybody puts 1 peso, and whoever wins gets the money. Quinceañera, I don't remember if it was in Alamos or El Fuerte. We saw this girl with this beautiful dress. The quinceañera in Mexico is like the sweet 16, but in Mexico is when they turn 15. Well, families save money for years for that event. They have to buy that dress. They organize this reception, for 150 to 200 persons. married in I mean, if you're Catholic, yeah. Yeah, you get married at church. So you rent a limo to go to the church, and then from the church to the reception hall. Most of the time you will be buying dinner for all the guests. You have to pay for a big band to play at your wedding. Oh yeah, also you pay sometimes for mariachi band. So yeah, people are generous in Mexico for weddings. And weddings are always at night. They usually start at 9 and for 5 hours. So from 9 to 2. Medical schools at private universities, they are okay, but not as good as the state. Because they're, as long as you pay, you remain at the school. Not as demanding as the state school. squatters, all these houses on the hills. People coming from southern Mexico, some of them came here looking for a job because of the assembling plants, hundreds of assembling plants here on the border, so they are the main employers. And some people came here with a plan of crossing the border to the US. They failed because they are caught by the border patrol and they have to remain in towns like Nogales. So we call this population the floating population. Nogales on the right side. Detects people on the border, crossing the border illegally. Detects people on the desert. Your carry-on, your suitcase, your boxes too, yeah. Then we have to walk out of the building in front of us and we wait there for the bus. After the bus gets inspected, then we can go back. Next to that X-ray machine in front of us. Besides, you're getting another cookie from the hotel. It's a DoubleTree. So you get the chocolate chip at the hotel. Those are good.